Welcome, and welcome back to the Quiet Bell Tarot 44. Today I have a reading that will be about the energies that have been strongly affecting everybody on a collective level. There will be individual messages as well, so whatever resonates with you during the reading, and discard what does not for any individual messages. Let's begin. First card I have here. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipse. And just like that, a door slammed shut. If you pulled this card, it suggests that your situation you're asking is about to reach a peak, or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you experience now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it is the right time. As hard as it might be, forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. I've been getting a strong feeling about relationships for so many people, deciding if you want to keep relationship with certain people in your life, deciding if you need to let them go, if it's right for you, reevaluating. I feel like this has been happening for many people, and every time I do a reading, it feels like this keeps coming up. So I think on a collective, this is something we're all experiencing, deciding what relationships are in tune with who we are and which ones are draining us, which ones are toxic, and just no longer feel aligned with who we are and where we're going. We have attuned to the moon message. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Additional meanings for this card. Doors which slam shut now will be reopened. It is time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. Cede control and let events unfold. So instead of trying to control situations, to push to persuade people to stay or change, it's best to reevaluate your responses, your reactions to them, and if you should just walk away, make some distance between someone and yourself or some people, maybe change a career if you're in a toxic workplace. The teaching. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because potent change something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of the fact. Full moon eclipse can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. And that's another thing I've been feeling for these shifts that have been happening recently. Really ongoing for a while now, but it is feeling amplified now. People are beginning to wake up more, and I believe also realizing the things that have been holding them back, doing healing work. I feel like there's just more awareness of self than ever before. And I don't know if you've been feeling this personally, where you've been reflecting about yourself, your behaviors, your responses, reactions to things, traumas that might be coming up strong, and even just recently for me, I got into a really down place. Things that I thought I had put behind me came up full blast, and I couldn't ignore it. And I was in a bad place for a few days. And then I gradually began to see it differently. And now my feelings on the situation has changed completely. And I'm really taking more of a look on myself. And this actually has to do with the relationship. But now I'm taking more a look at myself and what it truly means, why I feel the way I feel. Yes, this person did some bad things, but why did it hurt me? And the hurt that I wasn't acknowledging, like feeling left out, feeling like this person just used me and all kinds of stuff. And then I also realized, they have their own personal traumas, and I was taking it way too personally. And it's more of their own baggage and things they have going on. And I have to deal with my own and what was triggering me in the situation. What's my own self-worth and the feeling of having that close relationship with that person. But now I'm okay without it. And I can allow that person to be them, and I can be me. I don't know if that story would resonate with anybody, but all right. Moving on, we have our next card. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I always say Sagittarius. Whatever's coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks. But be careful, you don't bet the farm on something here. As the wheel of fortune is still spinning, this card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal a trip always is coming up. If that's something you're working to achieve, but the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift. Even if that simply means widening your worldview. So following the shifts that we've been experiencing, I feel like everybody's going through their own shadow work. And then on the other side of that, we'll have a different view on the world, ourselves, what we truly want, and what we truly want as a whole, as a collective. There's big changes happening. I think, the old ways of doing things and being are changing, and drastically and quickly. We have attuned to your moon message. Count your blessings. Literally, write them down or say them out loud. Additional meanings for this card. You need to laugh more. This is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Don't be narrow-minded. Start a week of gratitude practice. The teaching. Sagittarius is a sign of fun, travel, exploration, and the great cosmic quest. It is a sign of big ideas. Its energy is expansive, upbeat, lucky, and divine. The new moon in Sagittarius exudes all this, as does this card whenever you draw it. Nothing is set in stone with Sagittarius, and an optimistic energy could attract all manner of good things if you tap into the energy and by expecting the best. And that's another thing that I've been picking up with the shifts going on, is that being more grateful and having more of an optimistic mindset. It can be hard when you're going through the shadow, but also realize that just means you need to take better care of yourself in those times and be aware of what you're watching, the people you're surrounding yourself with. And then, you can't bypass these things, and you kind of do have to sit with them so that the truths can reveal itself to you of why you're really triggered. What's the core reason? You know, there could be past traumas from when you're a kid and this person just triggers it so much, or that you feel comfortable with this person because of people who could have treated you badly as family members, and it just seems familiar. So sitting with it, really feeling it out, and as weird as it seems, loving that part of you as well, you know, loving the part of you who's scared or shamed or jealous, any of those negative things, and just realize there's a reason, there might be a hurt behind it, and not to be so hard on yourself if you haven't gotten over it or past it. All right, moving on. We have balsamic moon, a time for healing. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take the next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. And it is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be hard if you know that someone or something really isn't good for you. This card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your beliefs and your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. Attune to the moon message. When one is healed, all are healed. And that's another thing. A lot of times, I fall into this a lot where I feel like I need to save people or to help people, but that can also be ego. You know, when you try to step in and help somebody, and sometimes they need to just be the one to heal themselves, and you feel like it's your job to heal them. And I don't know if this is a specific message for anybody, but you gotta allow people to heal themselves. You cannot change people, only they can change themselves. And we can work on ourselves and change ourselves for the better. And when doing that, we help others to do the same as an example, or just putting that energy out there. You might inspire somebody rather than trying to force or control the situation. And you're not responsible for anybody else. And that's another one. And that's a lesson I had to learn. Additional meanings. It's time to let go of the past. You are about to turn the corner. You need more time to heal. Think about how the situation would look if everyone were healed. The teaching. Patience is required at this time of the balsamic moon. It is a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. No matter which point in the current moon cycle you have pulled this card, it is a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself. The time is to step into your creatrix power. Will come soon enough. Give yourself the time you need. Don't rush yourself. Don't try to force and control. Just be with yourself. Love yourself through it. All right, next we have Fairy Forest cards. Oh, sorry, this is the card that's called to come next. The Dreamer, Visions, Trance, Apparitions. Now, just by looking at these cards, I feel like us as a collective, we're all sleeping and unaware, and this energy is shifting us to see how we've been deceived, the things that are not true, how we've been distracted. And this card following, stillness, patience, delicacy, which follows so well with the healing and the shadow work and sending yourself love through it and not to control and push. I'll get into the booklet. The Dreamer. You have pure magic flowing through you in the form of visions, dreams, and trance-like moments. You are visually psychic, and all the world is full of messages being relayed to you both through the medium of physical sight and through the eyes of spirit. You may even find you are able to enter trance extremely easily. You're adept at reading patterns within nature. You can scry without meaning to, and you look into every face knowing the story it is silently sharing. One glance gives you information about the person or place you are with or within, and your skill is an ancient one, revered throughout the ages. You may find yourself gazing intently at other people's faces and picking up information, being able to read expressions, seeing shapes and patterns and fate within the forms tea leaves take at the bottom of a cup, reading signs in the clouds, or simply knowing what will happen before you open your physical eyes, because you can see what is to happen next. Your eyes at this time are immensely important, so on a mundane level, please be sure to have an eye check and look after your vision. Visually, you are very sensitive, so it may be time to change your environment, your appearance, or the appearance of where you spend much of your time, so that it better offers the energy with which you can wish to go forward. Trust in your visions. They come from a magical place, and when you become able to read and understand them, you will be the dreamer indeed. Your vision is coming to reality. Keep going. Your dream will become manifest in your life, and very soon. And I feel like a lot of people are waking up to this gift and being able to see these things more and being more drawn to following their intuition now than believing lies that have been told to us and to humanity for so long. All right. We have, let's see. All right. We have Unseelie Queen, Glamour. All the words can cut so deep, and those in power can be cruel. They have resources and display their status with pride. They seem to lack all compassion and to care only for how they appear and how much they can control others. Because of their glamour, their wealth, their pride, they seem to hold all the power in the situation. Therefore, at this time, your self-esteem may have been substantially damaged. There may be harsh words being spoken about you, and slowly over time, the toxic moments have woven together and cast a cloak of bitterness over your once hopeful heart. You feel wounded, resentful, and helpless. You may fear that if you confront this, you will be harmed, hurt, disempowered, blamed, or weakened. But you must honor your own point of view. Value your side of the story and take necessary steps to protect yourself. You can prevail as long as you approach the situation with the belief that you utterly deserve respect and self-love. The Unseelie Queen is invested in how things look. She can manipulate public opinion and make others feel very insecure and unstable. Take this card to mean that you have a great challenge ahead of you to restore your own self-love, to become less vulnerable by those who seek to hurt you, distort, to unapologetically present your case. You are a good person. You are strong. Do not let yourself be harmed any longer. You may need to consider leaving an abusive relationship. Be open to counseling from a trusted or professional, and work on rebuilding your own confidence to where it once was, shining and true. You can do this and return from the abyss where you dwell. So there's many different individual messages here for a whole lot of people. I feel like there's a message coming through for someone who's watching the news too much. You need to step back from the news, and you need to watch and listen to more uplifting material It is bringing your energetic field way down and causing fear. And then, of course, the abusive relationship or toxic relationships are meant for some to reevaluate and to try to figure out a way to distance yourself or to leave completely. And to remember you are a good person. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And maybe it's you who's telling yourself that with shame and guilt. Next we have Isa, stillness, pause, delicacy. I apologize, my camera just wants to keep coming this direction, and hopefully it will stay. Winter has descended upon the fairy forest. You have ceased struggling and fighting to change what is outside of yourself. Because you have relinquished the battle, you have won the war within yourself. You are now suspended activity and being in the moment through the stillness and inner consciousness. You're beginning to understand so much of where you have been and where you will go. And because you are fully in the present and allowing you can also come to a deeper, more peaceful understanding of what it is you want, value, and desire. This is a moment of complete stillness and simply being. A long moment where you are completely present. You are still as a chrysalis, hanging seemingly static from a branch, fragile and mysterious, like the chrysalis. You will do nothing at all, except become yourself. Your transformation is being worked invisibly on the inside. And when the time is right, you will share with the world. In a situation where you seem to have no control, no power, you are learning the most valuable form of power there is, self-mastery. You pause with dignity and strength, and simply by doing this, you create the right conditions for the right change. This time will ultimately bring great peace, wisdom, and choices that enrich your life, others' lives, and the healing of the world. And that is what I strongly feel that these shifts that we've all been feeling and going through, is that doing that shadow work and working on and reevaluating the relationships in our lives, what we have been viewing in our media about leaders in the world, and what we want to start believing and what we want to manifest into being instead of what has been. And by working on ourselves and self-mastery, we change the world, we change others for better by being better ourselves. And that's where the work is that we need to focus on. And that might be taking it slow, stillness, in the moment. I think sometimes before reacting and deciding on something, just be in the moment and really feel out what is best in the situation. Thank you for the messages. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Next I have Ladybird. Accept happiness and good fortune. These bright little insects from Orion carry wisdom and joy in their energy fields. They spread angelic qualities of peace, harmony, cooperation, joy, love, and higher understanding wherever they go. People sense this and love them for it. If you feel delighted when you see Ladybird, your energy shifts, and this opens you to experience joy, blessings, and good fortune from the universe. While the service mission of Ladybird on Earth is to eat aphids, I think I'm saying that right, that damage crops, their sole mission is to assist all plants. They work with the fairies and the nymphs, who are air elementals, to blow away the fauna and flora, any lower energy that is holding back their development and growth. They also communicate with those insects who are damaging plants and try to persuade them to move away. If you are graced by the presence of Ladybird, you are very blessed. Guidance. If you choose this card, it signals that you are about to receive a blessing from the universe. An angel may touch you. Happiness awaits you. You are illuminated, and new understandings or good fortune is coming your way. Give thanks for all that you have received already, so that you are energetically prepared for the new before the gift flies away. Ladybird energy invites you to spread angelic qualities today. This will make a difference to those you touch, and you may be surprised how people and animals will appreciate it. You are also asked to communicate graciously to all people you meet and write to, in a way that will nourish and support them. Even while we're going through these negative shadow works and dealing with these lower energies that have attached to us for a long time, we still need to react well to others, and that can be so difficult. I know I had struggled during that depression I had, where I was more irritated and snapped at people more easily. And you have to be aware of that as you're going through your healing, of how you're acting to other people. And maybe you need to go spend more time to yourself and with people you trust. Excuse me. And for me, spending time in nature really helps during those times. And really distance yourself from the people who are triggering you, so you're not going to lash out at them. Once you're in a better place where you can respond and react to them. I mean, if it's a workplace and you have to go there, you don't really have much of a choice. But just try to be really aware and conscious. Kingfisher. Be patient and focused. These beautiful birds are third dimensional and come from Sirius. They live by the water, which keeps their energy pure. Water contains the love energy of the universe, and kingfishers carry this agape, pure, unconditional love in their aura and spread it wherever they fly. When you gasp with pleasure as Kingfisher flashes past you, your sudden elevation in consciousness opens doors of opportunities in the universe. The bird is demonstrating the importance of maintaining clear and positive thoughts and being ready for any break or chance that comes your way. Kingfishers teach us about patience. While they wait serenely to catch a fish, they are holding their focus on one appearing. By their positive intent, they attract the fish, and as soon as their goal is in sight, they act immediately. Guidance. This card is reminding you it is time to be clear about your heart's desire. Set your visions positively and ask that it comes to you in a way that brings a positive outcome for everyone. Once you have decided what you wish to bring into life, be prepared to be calm and patient while you focus on it intently. Watch out for any signs from the universe or intuition that may direct you to a course of action. But do not let your thoughts waver. Remember that they are inevitably drawing your desire to you. As soon as it is within grasp, take immediate action. This is a moment for speed and energy. The universe is about to offer you an opportunity, so stay positive and grounded. Something good is coming your way. Thank you for these messages. Thank you. So I think this card also confirms more of that stillness and really feeling into your intuition about any decisions and responses to people and situations. All right, I have one more card from this deck. Butterfly, which we just had the chrysalis, I think it's called, and the fairy card. And now we have the butterfly card. Let's put that there. Butterflies originate from Orion, the constellation of wisdom, and are fifth dimensional insects. They are messengers of the angels, and their auroras contain archangel codes, which help you to connect with those beings of light. If a butterfly flutters near you, it may be bringing a message or reminding you how loved you are. Part of their soul mission is to bring joy. Butterflies go through an incredible metamorphose from egg to caterpillar to cocoon to butterfly before they spread their wings. Their main soul mission is to demonstrate that change is possible, and so is massive spiritual growth. Their service work is to pollinate thought to a lesser degree than bees. To pollinate, though to a lesser degree than bees. Guidance. When you receive the butterfly card, you are advised that it is time for a profound transformation. You are ready to emerge from your cocoon. Do not rush this. You need a phase of relaxation and calm. Lots of repeating messages here. Before you spread your wings, use this period for a life review to help you decide what you want to change, and remember that the process is inevitable. You will emerge as a different spiritual person. See the world through the eyes of expectation and do everything with a new joy and lightness. Stay in harmony and peace. Remember that you are a beloved child of the universe and that wondrous possibilities are becoming available to you. You will be protected and supported as you explore the new. You are an emissary for angels carrying angel light in your energy fields. People see or sense your inner beauty and respond to you with love and happiness. And I think that's where we are headed as a collective. We're all going through these shifts where we will all be awakening. And it may not be everybody, but there is a mass awakening collectively. And that's why we've been feeling off. That's why old wounds and triggers and traumas have been reappearing. And that's all to help us transform into the new energies that are taking place. And they're kind of like growing pains. All right, I get some more additional cards here. What other messages, spirits, guides, angels? For some, you may be taking a role of leadership. You will either assume or be appointed to a position of leadership, and this will be your way of serving others. Karmic card. Others could be seeking your advice and support. So as you're doing this transformation, others might sense it and need help and guidance. But you are not in control or responsible for their transformation, but you can inspire them and you can be a good ear. And your energy could help raise theirs as well. But you have to be in a good place for it. It cannot be a place of obligation. It cannot be a place where you're afraid that if you don't do that, you're not fulfilling your purpose. It has to feel right intuitively when you are helping others. Any more messages from this deck, Spirit? Messages. Love. You may find a soulmate and marry within 12 to 8 months. That's very specific. Or better, your present relationship. Your decision means responsibility, harmony, and security. And that could be not just in a relationship with a partner, but with friends or family. Any more messages, Spirit? Completion. A time of reward, opportunity, success, money, good health, love. A stranger brings good news, the completion of lessons finally learned, a feeling of self-satisfaction concerning a job well done. So that is where we're all headed with this energy. And then we got 222, wonders. Great transformation, major changes, opportunities, fast-paced, forward process. You aren't a victim of circumstances. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. And that's an awesome card to complete this reading. I do feel like I should grab one more angel card before we end this. Guide spirits. What is the last message to complete this? Is this message for individual or collective? Individual or collective. We get 555. Balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides, for these messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, this completes our reading. Let me know what you think. If anything resonated in the comments, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.